Lovely people, this is your only unique and special channel, Abeiku TV Ghana, and you are welcome. Today we have in our midst a special historian who is going to educate us and teach us more about the history of Abeiku and the Guan community at large. You want to hear more? You want to learn more? Stay tuned. But don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, like and share on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and all our social media platforms. My name is Aya Oduba. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Abeiku TV, your entertainment center.
Welcome, Apostle Abeiku Okai.
Thank you very much, Abeiku TV and Madam Oduba.
Thank you. Please, today we are with you. We've come to you for you to educate us more about Abeiku.
Okay, thank you very much. It's a privilege to talk about Abeiku for me because Abeiku is my heart. Abeiku is my passion. Abeiku is the place. It's for me. Abeiku is my home. And when I say home, I don't just mean just like a hometown, but I'm in the heart of Abeiku, and Abeiku is also in my heart. So very special to me. So it's a privilege for me to talk about Abeiku. First of all, Abeiku is not just a place, but a people, as every tribe is a group of people. And the people of Abeiku are amazing and wonderful people who have lived in this land for many years.
Yeah.
Some historians actually date the founding of Siam to 1350.
1350.
But I've not found evidence of it. The evidence I have rather is that Abeiku is probably more than 1,000 years old.
Wow.
Abeiku has been here for, many years, and any date that is given, well, I sort of doubt it.
Wow.
Yes, and the reason I doubt is because Abeiku is not a stand-alone tribe.
Okay.
Abeiku belongs to a tribe known as Guans.
Guans.
Yes,
wow.
They are Guans. And the Guans have lived in this land many years. The Guans are the Aboriginals of Ghana,
Yeah.
Togo, Benin, and Cote d'Ivoire.
Okay.
They have been on this land for thousands of years before the Akans, the Gans, and other tribes actually came to this land. And archaeologists found a skeleton in the 1960s, and this skeleton is about 6,000 years old. So it's obvious the skeleton found, if the skeleton is indeed 6,000 years, then people were living here at least 6,000 years ago.
Was it found on this same land?
Kintampo.
Kintampo land?
Yes, Kintampo in Ghana. And that would mean that people have been living here for about 6,000 years. And so the Guans have been living on this land for many years. And the people of Abeiku are Guans.
Okay.
So which means that they've been here for years. Now, let me just give the location of Abeiku.
Okay.
Abeiku is just about 45 minutes from Accra, westward, towards Winneba, or let me say towards Cape Coast. Yes, just about an hour, just about 65 kilometers. And it's a coastal land, so it's on the coast. It shares border with Winneba to the west, Gomuafete to the east. The north is Gomua Akoti, and then Awutu Breku. Awutu Breku are also Guans anyway.
Yeah.
They are the same people. Okay. Yes, just as Winneba also. So that is Abeiku. The people of Abeiku, like I said, are Guans, and they've lived here for years. So it will be important for us to talk about the Guans first,
Okay.
before we can talk about Abeiku.
So we are talking about our origin.
Yes, the origin, yes. Because however the Guans came to this land or originated from this land, Abeiku is part of that story. We can take Abeiku out of it. it must be understood that this land belongs to the Guans. When I say belong to the Guans, they are the royals of this land. You know, the royal system of the nation, the royal system of our tradition all over Ghana is that the founders usually always are the chiefs.
Okay.
Okay, they take on the leadership role. So we are talking about the real royal blood of this nation, then we are talking about the Guans. But the Guans are people who are scattered all over Ghana. I said earlier, they can be found in Togo, Benin, Cote d'Ivoire, and then Ghana. And in Ghana, there are 16 regions, and the Guans are found in about 13 of the regions. So they are everywhere.
So, do you mean that Ghana is founded by the Guans?
Ghana was founded by the Guans. And the Guans have been living here for many, many years. In fact, before the Akans came, they came to this land after the fall of the Ghana, Mali, Songa Empire.
Okay.
That was when they began to come down. But when they came down, they came to meet the Guans here. The Guans also, I think we'll do further on that, but let me just say, the Guans, part of them are Guans. In fact, original Guans are Guans. We actually call them the Peshi Guans. Then there are also the Guans who came to join the Guans that were already the Guans. There are Guans who came from somewhere and then they joined the Guans that are living on this land as Guans, not as Guans.
Okay.
Yes, so the Guan language is sort of like a mixture of Guan and Krobo.
Okay.
So the Guans that maintain more Guan in their language are actually the Gamashi people.
Gamashi.
And then the Guans that had more of the Krobo in their language are the Dadangi people. So the major difference, there are other differences that can be mentioned, but if you really listen to the Gamashi people, you hear more Guans in their language. And if you listen to the Adam people, you hear more of the, less of the Guan. Yes, but the Ga language is sad that they have Fantis and other language also playing dominant role. But Guan is very prominent. Even their culture and everything, is Guan. And, typical Gan culture is actually Guan. So they have serious Guan origin. And I can give a lot of examples such as Kamianyaba, which we say here as Guans. And a lot of their words, the festival, the Homo Festival is the same that is celebrated here in Senya, Winneba, and also Awutu. Winneba, let me just make this correction. Winneba, their major festival is not Abuachiri. It's not Abuachiri. Their major festival is Akumashi. But Abuachiri has rather been more branded than it. So the Guans have been here for years. Now, in the ancient olden days, this land was not called Gold Coast.
Okay.
Gold Coast is the name the white man gave the land. But before the Gold Coast, what was the place called? It was called Gua.
Gua.
Gua. Out of Gua, then the people are Guans.
Okay.
Gua comes from the word market. Igua.
Igua.
Or trade or commerce. Okay. So the Guans were actually people who were seriously engaged in commerce, in trading. And they could send their wares, their stuffs far beyond Burkina into the Ghana Empire and Mali Empire to trade there and come back. Okay. So they were sending their goods upward to the, empires, the Northern or Sahara empires. And then they would come back home. Okay. That was why when the Asian Empire broke down, the Akans were able to come down here. Because they knew there were people living down here, it could be accommodated. So they didn't come like just entering for us. No, they were aware that there were people who were trading. There is a mistake a lot of people do, thinking that there was no life in Africa until the white man came. No, we were well settled, culture, tradition, system, everything was well placed. So it was called Gua and the people Guans. And there were 6 regions.
So Gua was the original name for the people of Abeiku.
Yes, not only Abeiku, the entire regions.
That means Ghana or what?
Ghana, yeah. Wherever the Guans were, they all formed the Gua priestdom.
Okay.
Okay. Now, the 6 regions were the regions that they were grouped into. But let me say this: all that I'm saying was before the Akans came and before the white man came, okay, or the other tribes came. So the name was Gua. Then when the white man came, it was called Cape Coast. Then when we got independence, the name came to Ghana. After the Ghana Empire, you know, the Kwame Nkrumah and the rest felt like, let's actually, they studied the Ghana Empire, realized that a lot of the Akan culture actually came from the Ghana Empire. Okay. So they sort of brought the name up and then gave it to the nation.
So let's go back. What's brought about the name Gold Coast?
Yeah, Gold Coast actually, when the white man came, okay, they didn't actually know that the nation was called Gua. Okay, I'll give an example like Ewukugwa. We have Ewukugwa, you know, which is also and we are Ewutugwa.
Okay.
Ewutugwa. That is the Guans of the Ewutu land, and they are Ewukugwa, Guans of the Ewutu. The names are different because it's not just a few people, large people.
Okay.
But when the white man came and then they started documenting our history, they didn't identify the place as Gua, but the historians realized that these people, the original people, are the Guans. Okay, so what he did was to, you know, give the territory he found as Gold Coast because they came through the coast and they saw gold in the land. So, oh, this coast has gold. Now, note that the white man didn't immediately get in touch with the, you know, hinterland or inner part of Ghana. So the northern, the central, you know, belt.
So they were dealing with the coastal
exactly
areas.
Until they started, you know, having their influence beyond.
Okay.
All right. So even at the time we're having independence, it's not every part of Ghana that was called Gold Coast.
Okay.
No, it's not every part of Ghana.
It's only the coastal
yes,
belt.
And those under pure
slavery.
Those that began under the British rule.
Okay.
For example, the Strait Water region was called British Togoland, not Gold Coast.
Okay.
You see, then the northern region was, I think, the German territory. Yeah. So they gave the name Gold Coast, and when the name Gold Coast was known to everyone, the name Gua disappeared.
Okay.
So it's just fortunate that the people are called Guans. So how did the people come by the name Guans? Or how could the historians say these are Guans? Because of the name Gua.
Okay. Because
you can say, I am a Fanti and tell me that my people don't have a name for their territory. They have the name for their territory. Except that all the Guan territories were independent.
Okay.
Unlike the Akan territories where, for example, the Asante territories, all of them are under the Asante king.
Yeah.
And then you go to the Fanti, they have their territorial whatever. But with the Guan tribes, all of them had their independence.
Okay.
Okay. But then they were led by priests.
Priests.
Not chiefs.
Chiefs. Okay.
And not kings.
Okay.
And these priests were not only spiritual leaders, they were also political leaders. Except that being priest, you know, was more prominently pronounced, and their responsibility as leaders was first spiritual before political.
So when you come back to our local dialect, you mean the people were led by Okonfu?
No, Okonfu actually is one of the lowest ranking of the spiritual, you know, priestdom, priest rankings. Okay, we have our rankings. The rankings are Atada. Okay, out of the Atada we have Atana.
Atana.
Then Atara, Utara. Other girls will say Atana. Then we have the Atada, which is the Guans. Then we have the other Guans who say Utara. So there was even a one chief who was he built a one kingdom very strongly. He's called the last Utara. Utara was the leader. It's actually Atada. It means that great patriarch or great leader. So below the Atada is the Ata. Then below the Ata is the Obra.
Okay.
Below the Obra we have the Oso.
Okay.
Below the Oso we have the Anochi. Anochi is a rank below the Oso, from which Konfu Anochi got his title.
Okay.
So Konfu Anochi is not a title. Sorry, it's not a name. You see, it's not a name, it's a title. It's a rank below Oso. So he was a priest, but he wasn't an Atada, he wasn't an Ata, he wasn't even an Oso. He was a lower rank priest.
Wow.
Yes, but because he worked among the Akans to build the Akan, the Ashanti kingdom, and he was a wise man, very wise man, highly intelligent one. And he built the kingdom very intelligent. You know, he was a Guan, he wasn't an Akan, he wasn't a...
Yeah, it was
exactly, he was a Guan from Eukuga.
Okay.
Yes. So he built the kingdom and he contributed much to them. So one of the honor given him is to exalt his role.
Okay.
Okay, that is why it looks like Okonfa-Anochi is like a very high priest. No, he wasn't, but he was an intelligent person. Then from Anochi, we come to the Obreu. Obreu is the Okonfo.
Oh, okay.
Exactly. Now, know that the Oso brought us the name Oso.
So, okay.
It's a current rendition of Oso. Oso is a high priest. So even when you go to the Ghana, they have the Wulomo. Then they have the what is it? Something they have a name for the priest. Okay, the Akonfo, but they have the Wulomo, which is the higher, you know. It's just like when you come to Christianity, we have the apostles, we have the prophets, we have the teachers, we have the pastors, so the ranking is also there. All right. Yes. So they had the priests who were leading them.
Oh, okay.
Exactly. And these priests were also performing political duties. So even though they were not fashioned like their countries, they were also leaders, and let me even say chiefs in their own respect as priests. And some of them founded the land. So all the Guan communities, they had their various priests and leaders.
Wow. This is a great insight. This is a great insight. My first time of hearing Atada, Atana, and those kind of things. This is my very first time.
Abeiku TV, your entertainment center.
So as I'm saying, that these priests and leaders, okay, now later they adopted some of the ones adopted the chieftain system. What happened is that I told you there were 6 regions.
Yeah.
These regions, I'm going to give you their names, and it will amaze you. You'll be surprised. Have you heard of Abeiku?
Abeiku, yeah.
Yes, in the Bronga half.
Yeah.
Have you heard of Abeiku?
Dauchi.
Awutu.
Yeah.
And this is also Senya.
Abeiku.
Okay. Have you heard of Sunyani?
Yes.
Where is it? Around Abeiku.
Yeah.
Right? So Sunyani, Abeiku. And then we have Senya, Abeiku. Think about it. Okay, hold on. Now look at something. Have you heard of Ahafu?
Yeah.
Have you heard of Ahanta?
Yeah.
You see the similarity?
Yeah.
Have you heard of Chiriponi?
Yeah.
And Chiripon?
Yeah.
Okay, so these were the regions. The northern region of the Guan priestdom, the entire, northern region was Abeiku.
Yeah.
Okay.
The
then the southern, which is us, Abeiku.
Okay.
Then the northeast is Chiriponi. The north. So the northeast is Chiriponi. Then the southeast is Chiripon. So the Awutu people are actually Chiripon people.
Okay.
Yes, the original Chiripon people. And all the Guans who are the Kweshi Guans, the Kweshi Gans, and they are all part of the Chiripon. Then the Ahafo people are Guans. That is the northwest Ahafo. Northwest Ahafo.
Okay.
Then the southwest Ahanta. So look at the correlation. Yes.
Abeiku,
Ahafo, Ahanta, Chiriponi, Chiripon. These are regions that are there. So it's surprising that we are not even asking why they are there. This has been there for years.
Wow.
But it's sad that today when you go there, they try to give different meanings to take it away from the original history. This was the division that the Guans, were put into in terms of regional. And it wasn't called region, it was called patriarchate.
Patriarchate.
Patriarchate is a territory ruled by patriarchs.
Okay.
Patriarchs are male, leaders.
Yes, yeah.
Unlike matriarchs, who like female leaders, they form the matriarchs. Then these are patriarchates.
Okay.
Yes. So we had one. The territory is called Gua. The people Guans, and then the regions are as I mentioned them.
Okay.
They occupy the entire regions. Examples of some of the Guans. But before the example, let me just say, these regions celebrated a festival, which is the Yam Festival.
Okay.
Yam Festival is the original, traditional, ancient, oldest festivals celebrated in Ghana.
Ghana, yeah.
Unfortunately, other festivals have become more prominent, but that is it. And it started here in Abeiku.
Wow.
Yes. The word for festival in Abeiku is Nya.
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 Nya. You see, Nya means festival. Okay, then a year or the year is Efi.
Efi.
So we don't say Ale de Efi. Alanya.
Alanya.
Nya. That is why the white man, when he came, the festival he brought is called what? Brunya. Festival of the Ubruni.
Okay.
It's not Brunia. The way people are saying it's not Brunia, it's Brunya. Festival of the from the horizon.
So the festival in Senya dialect or Senya original Guan language is Nya.
Nya.
So Obroni.
Obrunya.
Brunya. Brunya means
Obruni's festival.
Okay.
Okay. Abro means beyond the horizon.
Okay.
That is why we say Abrisi or Abruchi. Abro, beyond the horizon. Okay. Now, I'll give you a song, but before that. So this festival, Nya. For example, the Guans, when they are celebrating, they say Anya. We are celebrating Anya, or we are rejoicing.
Okay.
From the word celebrate. Okay. Now, Senya started the festival, and the one they start is the major festival. Here is the reason. Senya was the major spiritual home of the Guan priestdom.
Wow.
The Guans. In fact, if you're looking for where they had a lot of spiritual origin and activity, is here.
Because you are scaring me.
Exactly. And you know this place, that those days, it's today that you don't see a lot of such spiritism here. But there are a lot of deities here.
Yeah.
Everywhere, the beach, the house, everywhere.
Yeah.
See, it's full of deities, full of this spirit, and that is the reason. And the word breku actually means blessing. But what is the blessing? Invocation of blessing. Invocation of the bire. Bire is amulet, or the best way to understand is charm.
Charm, okay.
Yes, bire. Okay, and this was the place where they will always prepare the charms, those powerful charms. So, bire inkui.
Okay.
The invocation of the charm is what we call breku. A place where they invoke the charm. Yes,
because I once heard people saying that this place is a scary place. When you get here, you'll be killed. There are a lot of juju in this town.
In fact, as for spiritism, spirituality, and those that I don't doubt it. I mean, not just doubting. I mean, it's today that because of Christianity, a lot of things is gone down. But deities, invocation of spirits, and all that stuff, massive. Wow. Massive. And this place was a place that you couldn't joke with this place. You can't mess up. You couldn't steal here and whatever. They had all manner of actually spiritual things. And then, so the religion of these people is what we call Breku. Breku is actually the name of the traditional religion. I have a problem when people say Africa traditional religion, they assume there isn't a name. The name of that religion is actually Breku.
Wow.
So Breku is not just the name of a town; it's the name of the religion.
Wow, my first time hearing Breku is a religion.
Exactly. So that is the Breku religion.
Wow.
Just like we have the Christian, Hindu, Islamic religion, there is the Breku religion. So they practiced it, okay, for ancient of days. Now, the word Breku, as I said, is then it comes from the word Bre. And the people who are in charge of invoking the Bre are called Abreu.
Abreu. Oh, okay.
Or Obreu for singular. So you see the word Bre, Obreu the person, then Breku the religion.
So Abreu can be male or female.
Yes, an Obreu can be a male or female.
Okay.
Yes, they were like the Levites. Okay. They performed the spiritual work.
Oh, wow.
You see, of the the priest, the Oso is the leader, director, like the priest. Okay, then the Levite become the what?
The service.
The Abreu.
Okay.
Because they are in charge of creating or performing the rights and responsibility as pertaining to the general public. The Oso would usually do the more community-based one under the overseeing the Abreu. All right, and they had a lot of that. So we have that is the meaning of the Breku. Now, the festival, which is the Yam festival, which is called Ijodi. Okay, in the Senya, we go to other Guan communities. They have different names like Adwedi, Ododi, Adwedi. You see the point, depending on their language and then the tone. So it's still celebrated. Now, when they celebrate this festival, when they finished, that is the Breku, Senya Breku finished, then it moves to the Brekum.
Okay.
Where we have Sunyani. I'm driving somewhere. Senya. Se means major in Senya language.
Okay.
So major festival. Senya. I told you Nya means festival.
Yeah.
So Senya actually means major festival. It's not Sowinya. Sowinya is actually the latter rendition of migration story that when the people of Senya reached here, they were so tired and they said, let us rest here. That's the story that we are told. Okay. But Senya, actually, the people of Senya have been here for years. They didn't come here because they were running away from wars or not, though after the fall of the Atada of Nafnum, kingdom, the Guans splitted. But Senya wasn't part of the Atada of Nafnum, kingdom or whatever, like wasn't in that territory and splitted. We were here. And so the later migration story was like they reached here and they said, Anani Swaninya, but they were tired, and then it became Sowinya, then Senya. Actually, it is major festival. Akumasi is not a major festival, okay? It was created later, and I think we'll talk about that later. Okay. So the Senya is a yam festival, and when they celebrate it, they will go and pour the rubbish away. And that's what we call rubbish in Senya. Apple. Apple, okay. When they celebrate the Senya, major, Se means major, and Su means minor. Then it moved to Sunya, Sunyani. Okay. The Brekum people will have the Sunya, the original of the word Sunya, minor festival. So they pick it. And when they finish, then other Guan land will also pick the festival. And they will also be celebrating it, in that order. So, like the Guans, how they celebrate their more from one town, let me say town to another. It's the same thing like when it was done here those days. From here, move to here, exactly. This as that is how those festivals are celebrated. Okay. Yeah. So from here to the top. So they have this festival Apo. I'm not getting the name right, but Apo, and the word Apo, rubbish. Okay. And they also go and pour the yam rubbish. Okay. They go and pour it. And during the Senya festival, they not even Senya alone, the yam festival, they also celebrate twins. Twins. Oh, okay. That's why we have the twins festival. Yeah. Why? Because it's not easy to go to give birth in labor and have one. So if you can get two, you can get three. it must be celebrated.
Okay.
So during that festival, they sing songs like Amenya Munyunyo, Amenya Musesa, Ewo, 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 Ewo. What does it say? Amenya Munyunyo. You don't get them in twins or twos, and you don't get them triplets. So let's rejoice. Ewo. Ewo means let's rejoice.
Okay.
So when you are eating, for example, and all, when people are even come around and say, "Awane ago," it's not awane ago. Some will say awane atane ago. No, it is ewo ani ago. Then you respond, "Ame." Let's swallow. So ago ame. Let's swallow. Ame. You know what the language means? Me, to swallow. You see. So ewo ani, rejoice in feasting. In the celebration, so amen, let's swallow. It means let's eat, let's enjoy. Then today's ago amen. No, it's not just a call and response.
Okay.
It is that is the message. Okay. Yes. So the twins will be celebrated. The Guans also have it. The reason I'm bringing the Guan in a lot is because the Guans and the Seans and the Guans, I mean the Guans are Guans anyway, is because they have a lot of tradition in common.
Yeah.
So the Guans will sing it. Akwele suma Akwele suma Now, the fact is that it is not Akwele suma per se. It is Amenya muyunyo, Amenya masasa. A son became suma.
Okay.
Okay. Ewo. So when the Guan language was, corrupted, you see, among the Guans, with other language, infiltrated, then some of the songs, which are original Guan songs, were actually, the tone, the words were changed.
Yeah.
Like, for example, ewo, apaye, manjesra, ewo, apaye, manjesra, omani aroni, Aronie, Omani Aroni, Inu, Insu, Ominja, Yire, Ida, Aye, Da Aye, Iri Aro, Yire, Omenje, Ewo. Now, we sing it traditionally, and people think it's a chanting song. It's not a chanting song. The girls also sing it, and here they sing it sort of like, Awo, Apaye, Bakucho. They say brekucho, meaning that is the breku word. And I told you breku is the religion.
Yeah.
Okay, so brekucho is not just brekufu, the religion. And of course, the original language, the Guan language. You see the point. That is how it is spoken. And this song is actually a poem. That means that time of rejoicing has come. Stop drumming and stop laziness and work hard. So it's just a message.
Okay.
Yes, maybe later we'll explain it better. It's just a message that stop laziness, stop drumming, and then work hard. That is why before the Omowo festival, before the Akumasi festival, there is ban on drumming.
Yeah.
So the ban on drumming is not for the gods. It's not that the gods want silence and peace. No. The reason for the ban on drumming is to encourage people to stop laziness, stop entertainment, stop funeral, stop anything that will interfere with farming.
Okay.
So immediately they plant the maize, they place ban on drumming. You work until the harvest. Then they remove the ban on drumming.
For you to rejoice.
For you to rejoice. So when they remove the ban on drumming, then they sing song like Turo, Nyaniba, Turo. Now today they sing it like Tue, No. Tunoro. Okay, jump and rejoice. Ro and shout. Jump and jubilate or shout. Nyane Imba, the festival has come.
Okay.
I told you festival means
Turo,
Nyane ba, Turo, Bowoba, Nyane Imba, Ayabwe Sumia. That's why they say Ayabo Sumba. No, Ayabwe Sumia. If they say work, I think there is a song called
Tuwe, Barima Tuwe.
This very song that is called.
Barima Tuwe, I don't know where the country, the particular country song.
They sort of is Akan. They sort of Akanize some of the song.
Okay.
Like Pete, say no what it's Sunday if you want to sleep. I've said this over and over. Yeah, so turo nyaniba turo to aya when sumia aya so if they say work, they say you should rejoice and you should entertain yourself as well. Meaning when the ban is lifted and now it's time for or there's freedom for entertainment, then yes, let's entertain ourselves. Okay. Yeah. So the point is this. The Guans had been living on this land, and we have Guans all over the nation. They will celebrate the Yam Festival, and all the Guan land, they celebrate Yam Festival. I can't mention all of them. But Gonjas are Guans. Krachi, the people of Krachi are Guans. Ahanta, they are Guans. Winneba, they are Guans. Ikwapip, some of them are Guans. Original, yes, Latte, Enum. And then, do you know that the people of Cape Coast, original people of Cape Coast, they are Guans?
Wow.
Yes. Manford, Joma, they are Guans. You go there and they are speaking French because they've lost the Guan language, but they know that they are what? They are Guans. We have Guans, I mean all over. I just cannot mention all of them. In the Volta region, in the central region, in the northern region, in the Oti region, a lot of Guans all over the nation. And the people of Senya, the Obutus, they are also Guans. The Obutus. Yeah, the Obutus, we have Obutu, we have Efutu, and then we have Ewutu.
Where from the Obutus?
Yeah, Obutu, Efutu, and then they are all Ewutu. But the Fantis couldn't mention or didn't identify the Winneba people as Ewutu, they identified them as Efutu. So Efutu. Then the Guns couldn't, they mention the Awutu people as Awutu. They mention them as Obutu. Okay, so they are all Ewutu. So the people of Winneba are Ewutu. The Senya, they are Ewutus. Then the Obutus or Breku, they are also Ewutu. But they are actually called Obutus by the Guns. And then if the Fantis called Winneba Ewutu. But Senya, is purely, called Senya generally. But we are all Ewutu people. Now the Ewutu people are those, they have a good relation with the Guns. Odupankwe, which is Kaswa, Ofanko, those going, they are Obutu people. And I told you, the Guns, I still mention the Guns. Maybe because I'm also a Gan and I'm also a Guan. Yes, and I'm doing a lot on the, studying the Guns as well. And I'm interested in my origin as a Guan of Gan. Okay, yeah, so they are also Guans, that is the Obutu people. So a lot of Guans scattered all over the nation. I can mention all of them, their names. So we are talking about Senya Breku. Senya is part of that large group of people speaking the same language with all Guans. The Senya language itself is not a language, it's a dialect.
What is the difference between dialect and a language? A
language is larger. Dialect is a part of the language, that has some change from the major or from other ones. Like for example, Akan is a language. Yeah. So Fanti is an Akan dialect. So Akan is the language. You see the point? Or the people. Then the dialect is the Fanti. A tree is a dialect. It's not a language. It's an Akan dialect. You see it. And the same
so
way,
a dialect can change.
Yes. So we all speak the Guan language. Guan is a language. Guan is the people also. But the dialect is Senya. The dialect is Efutu. The dialect is Obutu. The dialect is Nauri. Nauri is in the north. The dialect is Gonja. The dialect is
Fafra.
Fafra is not Gamba. Ahanta. Yes. So all of them form part of the Guan language. So Abeiku is the language. We speak the Guan language called Senya or Efutu or Ewutu. Exactly. However you would want to, mention it. So that is it about the Guans. I think that we can, that's what we can say now. I hope the next time we'll be talking about where the people of Senya come. But let me just say this. I said about the migration, it is said that the Guans came around 1000 AD to stay here from, Mosi, Northern, Burkina stuff coming down. But only a few of them did that. Before those who came, there were already those living here.
Okay.
But there were already people living here. And so some tried to trace the migration of Abeiku through the same route. Okay. And they said that when we came, we reached, this shore. The people of Abeiku reached their present location and said, let us rest here. However, I found the Guan latte history, which has Abeiku in their traditional song, that Senya is one of the places they stopped before reaching Latte. The people of Senya also identify themselves as part of the Latte people. So if the migration story is as it is, which I'm not disputing anyway because I don't have the right to dispute though. If it is, then the Latte people are Senya people and the Senya people are Latte people. But as the Latte people were migrating, some of them stayed along certain areas. So the people of Latte, as they were migrating, they reached this place and some of them rested. It's sort of like the people of Senya also identify themselves as Latte.
Yeah.
Okay. And so it's likely that some of them either stayed here or...
Wow, lovely people. So far, so good. I'm sorry you have to end here, but I promise you, our next video, there'll be a continuation. But to know more, to hear more, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Like and share our Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and all our social media platforms to know more. But don't forget to follow me, your presenter, your special presenter, Aya Oduba.